Okay, everybody, welcome in. We are going to be starting a Oxygen Not Included playthrough. While I take a break from The Sims and recoup from a very exciting Pride in Seattle, we're going to try out the new seed from Oxygen Not Included. There is a new asteroid called Skewed, where it is not subjected to any world gen. Everyone's playing on the exact same world, and it's one heck of a really fun way for everyone to kind of see. Let's see here. I don't know if it's going to be in the lab. It is in the lab. Okay. A tilted world, at once strange and strangely familiar. Its singular terrain is consistent across all universes. This resistance to the fluidity of temporal shifts has the cosmos buzzing, as an individual colonies compare notes on success, failures, and the bizarre redistribution of resources. Released for Clyfest 2023, it has geodes, ideal for survival. Let's see here. And it does look like we have the Somnium synthesizer. Power up a colossal relic from the Gravista's underground sleep lab. When duplicants sleep, their minds are blissfully blank and dream-free, but under the right conditions, things could be different. Critter Fluxomatic. Explore a revolutionary genetic manipulation device designed for critters. Whether or not it was ever used on non-critter subjects is unclear. Its DNA database has been wiped clean. Mysterious Hermit. Discover a reclusive character living in the Gravitas relic and persuade them to join this colony. Revelations from their past could have far-reaching implications for duplicants everywhere. Even their makeshift shelter might be of some use. Ancient Specimen. The asteroid has a few skeletons in its geological closet. Track down the fossilized fragments of an ancient critter to assemble key pieces of Gravitas history and unlock a new resource. Let's go ahead and start game. We're going to give ourselves a couple of rerolls to get specific types of duplicates. Let's see here. Okay, so we are going to make sure that we start with a farmer. And we are going to do a 5 randomization on each of them. Whatever we get is what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Farming 7. Skilled, super duplicant, hard digging. Starts with tier 3 skill. Bottomless stomach, decreased cavities. And they are a binge eater for their stress reaction. This Ruby asks the pressing questions like, where can I get leather jackets in space? Okay, next up we are going to make sure we get a scientist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Catlina, 8 in researching. Animal lover, loves husbandry. Irritable bowel, decreases bathroom use speed. And their stress reaction is a vomiter, but they are super productive. Catlina is admired by all for her seamless, tireless work ethic. Little do people know she's dying on the inside. Yes, she will be. And finally, we are going to grab a rancher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 4 ranch, 4 suit wearing, immune to food poisoning. They are decreased cuisine, increased food morale bonus. They are destructive when they get stressed, but they are a sticker bomber when they're happy. Nothing makes an Ellie happier than a big tin of glitter and a pack of unicorn stickers. Now we're going to do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The sticky timeline. You know what? That is so much more than fair in this one. Alright, so we've got our little beans. Oh goodness. This asteroid is oddly tilted as though a powerful external force once knocked it off its axis. I'll need to recalibrate my approach to colony building in order to make the most of this unusual distribution of resources. I did not expect it to literally be diagonal when it showed up, so that's very different. Okay, let's go ahead and hit a nice little pause here. So we do still have some oxalate here, which is good. We've got some fresh water here, big open air pocket space with some more oxalite along with some algae. Down here we have even more water, so that's perfect. Okay. I think our best bet's actually going to be to head diagonal first. Get some living quarters arranged. So let's go ahead. We'll get this digging out. There we go. And I also want to dig out this here. We'll get our base set up and tiles made. So we're going to extend it an extra 4 on each side. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now from the sounds of it, since it's diagonal, it means this is going to probably be the exit. This is going to be the top, and then if we go up and down... Oh, cool steam vent! Nice! And if we go up and down, we'll most likely be heading into the edges of the world. Okay, perfect. We have a hatch already. Let's go ahead and we're going to get our ladder. So we're going to do my classic. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. That'll have it down. 1, 2. Then we're going to start a platform. Now with this one, we're not going to go all the way in or all the way over. This is just so we can actually get things going. We're going to dig that out. That'll be coming out as well. And then we'll make that 3 tall. Then while they do that, let's go ahead and get a 2 plumbing going. Actually, we'll go ahead and give them 3. We'll be nice to them. Let's see here. So that is already at 80 degrees Celsius. Oof. That's pretty bad. That's going to heat up pretty quickly for us. We do see some slime, which is good. That'll be helpful long term. We're going to go ahead and speed this up until they get to a good point for me to pause. Yeah, so we're going to have this be the outhouses. This is going to be where I'm going to be putting their bedroom for now. I can actually get those lined up now. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Thankfully, we don't have any snores in this round. Oh, I actually messed up that placement already. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And now we'll go ahead and click the diggy button, and there we go. But this is going to be a really unique challenge for everyone, so a lot of different people are going to be playing on this specialized world to try and figure out where we're at, what we're doing differently than each other, how we can improve, and where we can go above and beyond, to be honest, especially with how unique of an idea this is for Cly. Now, I do notice already that we're starting to have some issues with the colony and oxygen. We have these guys here, but we need to get a sink going for our carbon dioxide. So let's go ahead, do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to dig 2 by 2 into this little pocket here. That'll let the air from in here sink out and our carbon dioxide to sink down. And then we're going to change priority on this one here to a 7. That way everyone focuses in on this area. I didn't notice this. Oh, the Puff Atmo suit! Critter forward protective gear from the Intrepid Explorer, released for Clyfest 2023. I forgot. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it to get to that special one. I thought you had to do it during the actual live stream, so that's actually pretty dang fun. There we go. So that should start letting our carbon dioxide move down. Let's go ahead and we'll do our gas, oxygen overlay, so we should start seeing these pockets moving down. Yeah, it does look like, thankfully, the carbon dioxide is shrinking down, so that's good. Okay. Next up, let's go ahead and start over here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to do bump, bump. Now what I want to do here is going to be a little different. So we're going to go down and down. I want to make it so we can use this as our pump for right now. Okay, I see some more slime over here. This will also give us some metal, which we'll be able to use for pretty much everything else. Okay, looks like everyone's winding down for the night. Okay, where is that hatch? That hatch very quickly disappeared again. Oh, there he is. Hey, little buddy. Oh, he's already halfway through his life cycle. Alright. Oh, we have 2 of them! You're at least a younger one. Because, yeah, we're gonna try and very quickly move into... Oh, no! Not the shine bug! Oh, poor little Ruby. Yeah, so we're gonna very quickly plonk and plonk. So yeah, there's always gonna be more shine bugs, but we're gonna need to... Somebody kill it. Thank you. Otherwise, no one will sleep and everyone will be very, very cranky. Perfect. It does look like everything's finally going down. We're going to open this up a little bit more just to help the oxygen flow up and the carbon dioxide to flow down. We'll go up to a secondary speed as well, just to make it nice and easy for us. And we'll have a printable in a cycle and a half. There we go. Okay. We're going to lose a little bit of water, but hopefully not too much. Okay. Then we're going to ladder. And then pitcher pump. Okay, perfect. We now have that going. Okay. So we have our bedding zone here. Okay, it looks like we actually already have a neural vacillator over here. Oh, and we have a workshop over here. Robotic arm. I've been unable to shake the notion of the bow. The thought of its mechanics are too intriguing, and I can only dream of the marks such a device would make upon the world. Imagine a source of inexhaustible energy. So many of humanity's problems could be solved with this one invention. Domestic energy, environmental pollution, the fuel wars. I have to pursue this dream, no matter what. Times, arrows, thoughts. Encryption level 3. Personal journal A046. Encryption level none. Gravitas has been growing pretty rapidly since our first product hit the market. I just got a look at some of the new hires. They're practically babies. Not sure what I was expecting, but then I never had an opportunity to mentor someone before. Could be fun. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll do opening up here. And we're gonna go 4 tall for each of our floors for right now. We're gonna be making our approach from over here. There we go. Oh. And one of our outhouses has been obstructed, so we're going to prioritize that real quick. Go ahead and get this going onto a very quick level 2. Add in some platforming over here for Katrina. Ellie and Ruby seem to be going the way I initially intended them to go, so that is good. Now once they connect and bridge this through, that carbon dioxide is going to very quickly be wanting to leave, so we're going to want to get this dug out one more. That way it can flow and just drop in. She is definitely holding her breath for quite a while, but thankfully it does look like she isn't having too many adverse effects from it. So this is going to be our research and energy center. Well, it looks like they're calling it for the day, so I can at least get this prepping. And I want to make sure we have at least 3 batteries to keep everything going. We're going to do stations, research, and power. We're going to do this so that we don't have to do too much redos later on. Okay. Let's go ahead and super fast forward through the sleep cycle. I've got a new entry to my log, cycle 3. I've almost synthesized enough ooze to print a new duplicate. Once the ooze is ready, all I'll have left to do is to choose a blueprint. It'd be helpful to have an extra set of hands around the colony, but having another duplicate also means having another mouth to feed. Of course, I could always print supplies to help my existing duplicates instead. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Okay, right now we do have 27 kilograms of food. Yeah, you can see it very quickly tumbling out of there and down into this big pothole, which is very quickly filling up with carbon monoxide. Now later on we'll be able to turn that into some new items, but that is for much further down the road than what we're looking at right now. Okay, they're charging up, which is good. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to change priorities. Researching, we are going to disallow from everybody, except for Katrina, where they have a science skill of level 8, because it just makes no sense for anyone else to be looking at it than them. Now, let's go ahead and pick our research. We're going to go into basic power, no, employment, pharmacology, there it is, plumbing. Since we have a cool liquid vent above us, we're going to want to do liquids, gases, and then we'll go ahead and fill out the rest of this. Perfect. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and schedule that one there. Perfect, new printable. Oh, I never inspected this. Attention all Gravitas personnel, evacuation protocol in effect, reactor meltdown and bioengineering imminent. Remain calm, proceed to emergency exits, do not attempt to use elevators. Let's choose blueprint. Oh goodness, so we have 3 new dupes, or we could take a Shine Nymph egg. We don't currently have any of the food stuff unlocked to be able to turn those into omelets. We do have a rancher farmer option. Increase creativity to core morale bonus, decrease medicine and machinery, but this is really helpful for the farming and ranching, having an extra set to be able to do that. It makes sense. Let's go ahead and we're going to expand further than I thought we would be at this point, but you know what? Not all things are planned that are good. Okay. What? There it is. Then we're going to be shutting off that shine nymph, hopefully pretty quickly down below, while also letting it pass gases up and down throughout. Oh, perfect. We finished that research. I didn't even notice. Okay. Here we go. The electrolyzer. Hydrogen, which we can then collect. And luck press. We're going to go ahead and kick that into forever. Research complete. We have the new log entry logged. Okay, batteries are still fully done. Food-wise, we aren't in too much of a rush. We still have a good amount of water. I was hoping we'd be able to get that bed built beforehand so that we didn't have our new dupe sleeping on the floor, but there they are instead, sleeping on the floor. Go ahead and quick speed through. And here comes morning time. Go back up to double. Okay. Katrina is very quickly looking through and getting everything ready for us. Looks like there is a shine egg down here as well. And it's in one of those spots where you pretty much can't actually see it. Food safety, of course. They're talking about that. I wonder if maybe I ran out of the right materials. No. Looks like everyone's just prioritizing different things. Well, let's go ahead and we're going to mark this up to a 6 for us. Right now we do have a good amount of food, so we'll have you be a 4. Then we have that research done. Let's see here. So next up is going to be ventilation. Does look like the route I want to go is going to need the advanced science, so we'll save that for now. We're just going to head double down that tree. Rowan is going to charge up these batteries for us while everyone else gets his bed ready. And since you are doing that, that means that's going to lock them in there. And now we don't have to worry about the shine bug. That one down there will eventually hatch, but thankfully we won't have to worry about it for too long. Okay. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to drag it around and down. Then we're going to have our ladder go ahead and pull out this way. Okay, there's the first research done. Alright, I should go through rusty oxidizer, plumbing, our furniture for the water cooler, and the crafting station is now operational if we want it to be. Right now it does look like we're doing pretty okay on oxygen. Biggest thing is that this well isn't clearing out as quickly as we had hoped. This is still filling up, thankfully. Amazing, and it does look like they are doing their little things. Okay. Perfect. Go ahead and, oh, wonderful, they're already doing it. And we're now doing the meal preparation. Okay, we already got the telescope going. The mini pod. I do think that the mini pod is one of the cutest things in the designs of this expansion for Spaced Out. We're gonna super speed through. Now these will be temporary. Eventually we'll make this into a 2-story to 4-story of just storage. Okay, let's go ahead and do this for all except for critter eggs. And then we are going to copy those settings across. Now let's go ahead and get some sweep borders going. Let's go ahead and sweep up all this. Yell of that. I don't know if they'll be able to actually sweep that or not. There we go. Now, with everyone doing sweeps, we're going to just fast forward for right now while they go through and get everything swept. Then we are going to add in the supercomputer right there. Add in some wiring, and then we're going to drag one right up next to it because we are finally going to be putting in an oxygen diffuser. Okay. right now everyone's just focusing on sweeping, which is very important. I don't think 3 is actually going to be enough now that I'm looking at it. Which means we're going to need to do that, and then we're going to need to do that, and... Ba-dum. Okay. So we need to find a hollow place, or we need to get our ventilation going. Okay, that's dug. We're going to add in 3 extra ones for right now. Oh, Ruby has earned a skill point. Oh, perfect, so is Caitlin. Catalina. They are going to become our advanced researcher, and they are going to get their little hat. Rowan, you're going into our farming zone. And Ruby, you are also going into farming zone. Ellie, you have yet to earn anything. Hey, there Ellie goes. Ellie will be going into our ranching division, so while she is technically a farmer, she won't be getting the farmer hat. We'll be waiting for her to instead get the rancher's hat. Okay. And now we simply let them sweep. Everything is currently functioning, no one's suffocating, we've got a good amount of oxygen going. Our carbon dioxide sink is filling up pretty quickly, but overall we should be good. Oh, there we go. Choose a blueprint. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and select the water, because the water is available very happily. Even though we have the pitcher pump, this will at least help out with us not having to worry about taking on some hatches that we can't afford to feed or ranch yet. And we won't have to worry about taking on a dupe that we can't worry, and we're not rejecting all, which is even worse, where you get absolutely nothing for the patience that you put into it. Consider it the sunk cost fallacy. honestly. Like, yes, I know we could easily refuse all, not even have to worry about what's going in and what's going out, but if we wait 3 sweeps for a pick to come around, and then we just end up picking something that's going to end up hurting the colony, that's honestly just as bad, if not equally worse. Okay, then we're going to have to clean the toilets today because they are officially getting to the point we might have to worry about them. And then those are going to go into priority level 6s. Okay. Okay, they definitely feel appreciated. They have cleaned up their own messes. We are going to want to make sure we sweep that. Okay, batteries are down, so everyone is right now focusing on cleaning instead. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to empty out more space here for them. Okay. That should make it so that the carbon dioxide can start falling down even more. It won't be a permanent solution, but it'll at least help out for now. Okay. Things are going around smoothly right now, but we do need someone to get on to cooking food. So while everyone else is sleeping, we need to have this turned up to a 7 so we have food going for tomorrow. We have the water for it, thankfully, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Our little algae oxygen diffuser is going. Our large sinkhole is filling up, but it's not overflowing to the point of worry yet. We're almost done sweeping from the looks of it. Okay, and we now have food being made. Alright, we're already up to 5 rations stored. We're not going to put anything else in for research for right now, just so everyone can focus on getting cleaned and tidied. And I know that feels like an odd thing to be doing this early on, but it is important so that we can help keep the decor at least somewhat manageable as we go forward. Okay, our new blueprint. Oh no. Another 3 dupes or hatchling eggs. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be going into that route for research anyways. Let's see here. Ranching it is. We're gonna go ahead and just, yeah, we'll stick it to ranching for right now, and then we'll go into the next round. Hmm? Oh. I got a new Atmos suit again. Nice. Okay, breathability right now is at 100. Food is doing okay. We're doing good so far. Okay. Now what we're gonna do here is something very easy. Where they cannot reach, we are going to start planning out what the actual storage system is going to look like. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that is what we're going to be looking at for the actual spacing of everything. And we're gonna go funk, 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 funk. Okay. Oh, silly me. Let's cancel that out before it becomes a problem. Then of course we're going to need some ladders going up, and we're going to do this on both sides. Ladders going across in the correct place. Now some more storage bins. And then the pneumatic doors. And then we're going to make sure that we dig out. And then dig again. Okay. Oh. Perfect. Then we have 5% incubation right now on those eggs. Our shine nymphs have hatched. Okay. We have 9 for our ration box storage, so we're doing pretty good at cycle 10 right now, actually. We have a 0 level stress, we have 0 infections, we're at 8,000 total calories saved, give or take. Okay. Starting to have some hiccups with it, but overall I think we should be able to wait until the storage system gets itself worked out. We might not even need to worry too much. I think what we can do is we'll just gut the interior here and here. We'll just have them deal with the exterior pieces in this interior zone. Perfect. Blueprint. Oh, wonderful. Coal. That'll help out a lot. And let's go ahead and look at the skills. So, Rowan. We'll hold off on Rowan for now. Okay. Well, at least we're starting to build up our storage again for food. So we've got 20 food at almost 18,000 calories. Okay. Let's see here. We'll put them in field research so that way we can actually investigate those new vents that we're going to be running into. We're still going to hold off on Rowan. Okay, and let's go ahead and priority 6 these buildings. Okay. We do have 2 sick from hypothermia. It's unfortunately very common this early on. Oh, I just realized it's because that has no actual tile to it. And then we can go ahead and copy settings across the board with these guys. Cycle 15. As far as I can tell, we are hundreds of miles beneath the surface of the planet. Digging our way out will take some time. My duplicates will survive, but they were not meant for sustained underground living. Under what possible circumstance could my pod have ended up here? Oh, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? Okay. Then we're going to move this down to a 5 now that we have a stockade built up again. Okay. And research-wise, let's go ahead and get some research going. We're going to kick you up to a level 6. And we are going to go ahead and go food. Perfect. There's all of our critter stuff. Here is our farm tiles. Arguably the most important things to a colony. I'm going to go ahead and snatch that up there. We are going to deconstruct at a high priority. We are going to replace. And we are going to dig. Now I do know there was a recent update, so let's go ahead and we're going to make sure. Let's see here. Buildings. Automation-based food, furniture, oxygen, plumbing. Let's see here. I think it's a number 92 that it can be in. Oh, perfect. Minor germ-based diseases. Even better. It might even tell me when I'm looking at the stations. Okay, here we go. "96 tiles, okay. So if we want this to be 4 tall, and at 96 tiles, well, we'd be looking at that tall there. Okay. Now we're going to make it so that they can't get out at all without us telling them that they can. Because it's very important that they stay where they're supposed to. Oh, we earned a new achievement. Bed and bath. They got better. This will also show you a couple different things, including one of my favorite parts, the time lapse. Okay, duplicate stills. Okay, we can go into hard digging with Ruby. Allie's gonna be a rancher right off the bat, and you can now take in the ranching. Ruby is definitely going to be our digger because they already have the super duper digging, so we won't have to worry too much about them. Which does make me realize that Rowan is going to be our crop tender. Now puts him and everyone else at their max line. Oh, we have a new blueprint again. We got Superfan gym socks. That's fun. Okay. Station-wise, we're going to put the grooming station right up front. Next up is going to be food. Critter drop-off. Put right there. And critter feeder, we're going to want to put 3 total down, just so we have some extra leeway. And then just to start off with, we're going to need to put down a actual, like, storage unit so we can have those eggs specifically move to that storage unit. Okay. Right now, oxygen's starting to run low. They're waiting on delivery. Let's go ahead and start running that at a 6. Priority, we're going to mark this as 6s, 5s. For the rest, we're going to move these down to 5 here, 5 here, 5s, and 5s. Actually, just so that it's done, let's go ahead and mark that to 6. And we're going to go ahead and cancel sweep and mop orders on this entire zone here. Perfect. Okay. I have the gas pump, but that's going to get finished up here quickly. We need the filtration. That one there. It's a pretty fast one, thankfully. Oh, it's because of this. There we go. Then we're going to have critter, hatch, and hatchlings. Critter eggs. Let's go ahead and get those hatches in. We're going to move that up to an 8. There we go. Now see, everyone will put them down. We're going to move that to a 5. We're going to turn on and off. Now we have 4 little hatchling eggs. All exactly where they need to be. And we're going to move these guys into eating some of our sandstone. Gas filter. Okay. And we now have our gas lines figured out, so that we can start actually pumping and working through all of this carbon monoxide. Well, perfect. Looks like someone finished that up, so we'll copy those settings over. Then we can easily just deconstruct all of these guys. Okay. There we go. Oh, we got another achievement. Geological survey. As duplicate and scout further out, I've begun to piece together a better view of our surroundings. Thanks to their efforts, I've determined this planet has enough resources to sell a long-term colony, but something is off. It's also detected deposits of abyssalite and neutronium in this planet's composition. Man-made elements that shouldn't occur in nature. Is this really the target location? Ooh, muckroot or oxalite. Always oxalite. Our new achievements. Outdoor renovations. Perfect. And that's our research complete. We're going to get to cycle number 20 and call it here for the day. Perfect. We're going to move construction for all of this up to 7. This is going to be a huge part of what makes it so that we are very okay. And all that is going to go down to 5 now that we have an actual workable stable room. Then we're going to gas filter, unbreathable, carbon dioxide is the filtration type. Perfect. Gas pipe is yet to go anywhere, so it has nowhere to actually physically go yet. Okay. Okay, it looks like we're going to have them sleep off the night before we can have that first one go in. I want to make sure our ventilation system is going to be at least functional. There we go. First one's up and running. We do have carbon monoxide pumping into it. Okay. They're currently storing 13 of 150 kilograms. And then as this one comes online, it should be perfect, filtering down and through this little chain. And we can daisy chain this quite a bit. Oh, perfect. Teleporter transmitter. discovered a functioning teleportation device with a pre-programmed destination. It appears to go to another planetoid. I'm fairly certain there's a return device on the other end. I could send a duplicate through safely. See destination. Ooh, Zapista. So we're here on Adalin, and then we have Zapista. Okay. Cool saltwater geyser gush. Huh. Alright. Teleport receiver. Incongruously placed research notes are hidden within the operating instructions of this device. Add them to my database. A paradox. Log begins. I made a horrible discovery today while reviewing work on the artificial intelligence programming. It seems Dr. Ali mixed up a file when uploading a program onto the rudimentary robot and discovered that the device displayed the characteristics of what he called a puppy that was lost in a teleportation experiment weeks ago. This is unbelievable. Jackie's been hiding the nature of the teleportation experiments from me. What's worse is, I know from previous conversations that she knows I would never approve of pursuing this line of experimentation. Societal benefits of teleportation aside, you cannot kill a living being every time you want to send them to another room. The moral and ethical implications of this are horrendous. I know she's been keeping this information from me. When I searched through the Gravitas database, I found nothing to do with these teleportation experiments. It was only because this reference showed up in Dr. Ali's AI paper that I was able to discover what has been happening. Jackie has to be stopped, but I know she's beyond reasonable discussion. I hope this is the only thing she's hiding from me, but I fear it is not. Log in. Logs begin. Despite myself, I can't help thinking the intriguing possibilities this presents for the AI development. It haunts me. I fear I may be sliding down a slippery slope at the bottom of which Jackie is waiting for me to with open arms. Logins. Inspect again. While scanning the antiquated computer code of this machine, I uncovered some research notes. I add them to my database. Memory breakthrough. Log begins. Dr. Techna's newest notes on duplicate memories have revealed some interesting discoveries. It seems memories can be transferred to the clone subject, but it required the host to be subjected to a machine that performs extremely detailed microanalysis. This in-depth dissection of the subject would produce the results we need, but at the expense of destroying the host. Of course, this is not ideal for our current situation. The time and energy it took to recruit Gravitas' highly trained staff would be wasted if we were to extirpate these people for the sake of the experiment, but perhaps we could use our duplicates as the experimental subjects until we perfect the process, look into finding volunteers for the future in order to obtain an ideal specimen. I will have to discuss this with Dr. Techna, but I'm sure he will be enthusiastic about such an opportunity to continue his work. I'm also very interested in the commercial opportunities this presents. Off the top of my head, I can think of applications in genetic, AI development, and teleportation technology. This could be a significant financial windfall for the company. I looked around and recovered an old file. New database entry discovered. Log begins. A throat clears. B111. We are now reliably printing healthy living subjects through all exhibited unusual qualities as a result of the cloning process. Chattering sounds can be heard. B111. Odd communications, abnormal excrescences, and vestigial limbs have been seen in all subjects thus far, to varying degrees in severity. It seems that bypassing or accelerating juvenility halts certain critical stages of development. Brain function, however, appears typical. Chattering. B111. They also seem quite happy. Dr. Basura, signing it off. Ceiling robot? Okay, that should be all inspected. Perfect. Yep, we've already seen through there and cleared through it. And then ventilation-wise, we are officially starting to pump up some oxygen, which means we can now disable. We're going to high priority the disabling. Okay, we'll finish up the cycle now that everything's at least planned out, and we'll call it there for the night. I hope you guys really enjoyed the series overall. I'm excited to continue doing Oxygen Not Included. It is one of my favorite games. I actually can check real quick while we're waiting for the cycle to finish up. Oxygen Not Included, I have 1,032 hours and a half. Not including today's, of course. Oh, and it does look like we might be getting a print when we first come back as well, which will be very fun for us to figure out. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get some of these planted. Perfect. Okay, here comes nighttime. Oh, looks like we'll actually be leaving off the day with this. Let's see here. We're gonna do briar seeds. Already have a hatch and living. Speaking of, we do need to fix that. So ranching shall be disallowed for all except for Ellie, who it's going to be a major priority for. Alright. And with that, we call the sticky timeline a wash for the day. I hope you guys look forward to the next episode. I know I do. And until next time, goodbye!